Hi, Namaste. My name is Henry Jolicoeur. I'm a French-Canadian psychotherapist, hypnotherapist that has worked with thousands of clients. And my special field of interest in the psychological world is brainwashing and mind control by cults. When people ask me about my spiritual belief, I always tell them that my heart is very close to Buddhism. I have been to many Buddhist retreats, some in Spirit Rock in California, some on Salt Spring Island, some in Thailand, some in India. I made a specific pilgrimage to Bodh Gaya, where the Buddha attained enlightenment 2,500 years ago. For those who do not know about Buddhism, there is hundreds of sects that now teach hundreds of techniques to attain enlightenment. And many of them are cults. And today I would like to focus my attention on a specific teacher that I think is using very dangerous mind control to enslave his followers and disciples. I'm talking about Songyal Laka Rinpoche, who is reported to keep virtually many women as sexual slave. In 1994, he was sued by one of his ex-disciple lady for $10 million. It was settled out of court for around $3 million. The accusations were very serious, including assault. Basically, he raped a woman. He has developed a very powerful technique to mesmerize innocent women, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. The Tibetan Buddhism that is practiced today can be extremely different from what the original text of the teaching of the Buddha is telling us. For me, Buddhism, kindness, and a desire to harm no one. So that is why that after reading thousands of pages of the actual words from the Buddhist scriptures, the words of the Buddha, it becomes extremely shocking to see the conduct of Songyal Laka. Songyal claimed to practice crazy wisdom. And basically that means that if the guru wants to beat you up, or if the guru wants to use you sexually in all kinds of manner, it is but a blessing for you. You're getting closer to enlightenment. How can women, and now we're talking about dozens of women, be sexually exploited by this Songyal? I believe that one of the tool that is used by this man is the so-called Samaya vow. To become part of the inner circle, you have to do that vow. Now that vow means that you will venerate the Guru. It becomes as good as enlightenment. Whatever he tells you to do, you will do because you really want that experience called enlightenment. The Samaya vows wants you to do constant mantras, constantly repeating prayers to yourself. I've already witnessed people using all kinds of mantras and lectures in their cars, at home. They are completely sannyal 18 hours a day. And the third one is to keep whatever secrets the Guru tells you to keep secrets. You don't tell no one. And that too, when you have eager woman that wants sincerely to reach enlightenment, it can be turned into an instrument of exploitation. And after reading 50 articles, looking at 25 documents, talking to many ex-disciples of Sangyal, I am convinced that this man is using mind control, and it's not for the enlightenment of the woman. It is for his personal gratification, orgasm after orgasm. There's an excellent documentary called In the Name of Enlightenment. And I'm going to use some of the clips today to make my point. One of the person that escaped is Mimi, that is described in the video In the Name of Enlightenment. So I want to listen some of her testimonial with you, and we will come back for a conclusion.
If you're very close to him, you're considered to be have a very good karma, and there is a competition to prove that somehow that you have this closeness.
It didn't take long before Soigal noticed Mimi and invited her into his inner circle of followers as a personal assistant, into a circle of young women who cater to all the master's needs.
We are allowed into that circle when we've shown that we're ready to do absolutely everything.
At this Buddhist center in France, Mimi worked around the clock until one day the relationship changed.
We were going out to a restaurant to celebrate a birthday, so I would coordinate all of that. So there was this moment where I was alone in his room with him, and then he said, undress. And having been only for 2 months working as an attendant for him, I just considered it to be another test of devotion.
Mimi escaped the physical and sexual abuse up to 3 years in the inner circle.
Or has sex with you, he's actually opening the way to enlightenment. It's a bit similar to this Stockholm syndrome. You know, you're locked up in this tiny environment where someone is beating you up every day, but it's also the person who's giving you the only emotional attention and the actual food.
So, ladies and gentlemen, who is gonna stop this wolf in sheep cloning. Songyal sounds to me like he's a sex addict, a sexual predator who over a long career in the West has abused who knows how many women. Find them, forget them. Doesn't matter how much they hurt, how much they're confused, how much they suffer after he has abused them. They're out of his life. Is that a message of love, kindness, and compassion? Who's gonna stop this guy? The Dalai Lama doesn't sound like he wants to get involved. He was asked to sign a paper denouncing Songyal, but he refused to sign it. Will other Buddhist leader in the world stand up and say, this is not the message of Shakyamuni Buddha? Or maybe the government of France, government of England, government of Germany, and others could investigate more deeply this cult. What will it take to stop him? More article, more Mimi coming out of the ashram and telling the world, I have been abused also? If you're one of those, you should check the quotes of the Buddha that says that it has to make sense. As you know, a sacred Buddhist temple is meant for people to meditate very deeply. It is a place to contemplate the Buddha and your own Buddha nature. But here Songyal has found another way to use the temple. He's gonna dance with a song sung by Michael Jackson. It's such a sad story, but I hope that the last clip will make you smile. Thank you very much.